Halo guys, kembali lagi di channel BadRush. Jadi hari ini kita akan lanjut lagi setelah update 3.5 sudah keluar. Tapi sebenarnya ini gua mainin beberapa hari setelah update-nya rilis ya. Jadi pas hari pertama muncul seperti biasa langsung keluar Archon Quest baru. Event Archon Quest baru yaitu Destined Encounter Caribert ya. Ini kita ketemu sama si siapa namanya? Aduh, gue lupa namanya itu. Yang orang yang Indo yang kayaknya sama kayak kita dari apa? Dari Hanriah itu siapa namanya? Lupa. Ya pokoknya ketemu dia. Intinya soal dia lagi. Tapi sekarang kita mulainya dari Sumeru ya, ceritain Sumeru lah. Jadi ini sebelum apa namanya tengah-tengah Archon Quest, sebelum ntar kita ke Archon Quest yang Fontaine. Gue nggak tahu Fontaine bakal muncul di mana, maksudnya di apa 3 titik berapa, tapi besar kemudian di 4 sih, mungkin 4.0 paling konten. Jadi setiap kota ini ya, setiap kota apa namanya, setiap kota updateannya berubah. Jadi kan ini Sumeru 3 titik berapa, mungkin sampai 3.7, I don't know, karena rumornya 3.6 akan ada extend gurunnya lagi guys. What the fuck, makin jauh menurut gua sih ya. Jadinya di sekitar sini nanti katanya bakal keluar area baru lagi buat apa, buat Sumeru gurunnya lagi. Kalau menurut gua sih terlalu gede ya, maksudnya setiap update kok nambah map gitu loh, maksud gue terlalu gede, plus sudah sulit juga nyarinya apa, explore-nya ya. Menurut gua ntar lama-lama ya, menurut gua doang ya, kalau menurut kalian beda ya silahkan. Tapi maksudnya menurut gua lama-lama mungkin bisa bakal jadi bosen orang kalau kegedean gitu loh, apalagi kan makan memori yang makin banyak kan guys. Buat masih mending kalau kalian main di PC, tapi kalau main di HP kan makin lama makin berat HP-nya gitu loh. Jadi ya gua harap bakal ada peningkatan buat Hoyoverse, misal untuk yang besok-besok dipersingkat atau gimana, karena emang sebenarnya mereka memproyekkannya Genshin emang 5 tahun ya. Genshin kan baru muncul 2020 ya kalau nggak salah. Sebenarnya udah setengah jalan sih, ini kan udah 2023. Apakah benar kisahnya akan selesai di 2025 ya, kita nggak tahu, kita lihat aja. Oke, jadi itu sekilas apa namanya pendapat gua soal 3.6 besok. Kalau beneran bakal extend lagi, cuman gua harap segera ini ya, segera masuk Fontaine ya, karena itu tadi daripada makin besar malah orang yang main makin bosen, maksudnya apalagi apa namanya device yang kurang memadai juga, jadi orang-orang nggak bisa main kan ya, kasihan gitu kan, sayang juga gamenya, padahal sebenarnya gamenya storynya bagus. Jadi ya sudah, itu selingan dikit itu jelasin lagi. Jadi langsung pertama setelah rilis langsung muncul Archon Quest ini, terus habis itu sehari setelahnya muncul story quest baru, itu Gathering Outlander. Jadi ini ada event baru, maksudnya ada event baru, event di Mondstadt, dan hadiahnya lumayan guys, dapat senjata juga Elemental Mastery Claymore ya. Terus udah ada ini juga apa namanya, selain deh ya, terus juga udah ada leak dari Cafe sama Baisu ya. Jadi Baisu bakal bawa apa namanya katalis, sedangkan si Cafe bawa Claymore guys. Tapi uniknya Claymore-nya nggak dipegang anjir, jadi kayak main pakai katalis anjir, tapi Claymore lucu banget. Jadi ya meskipun bintang 4 sih, tapi unik aja. Cuman nggak tahu gue pengambilan berapa, tapi cuma bintang 4 kayaknya pasti bakal dapet sih gitu. Dan yang jelas apa namanya, jadi setelah ini berarti 3.6 ya 3.6 bakal ada Baisu sama Cafe katanya, cuman kita lihat aja sama kita tunggu dulu aja. Terus sebelum itu, jadi setelah Archon Quest muncul, besoknya langsung event ini muncul guys, event di Mondstadt. Gua nggak tahu ini festival apa ya, Windbloom Festival kayaknya. Tahun lalu udah ada Windbloom Festival, gua lupa anjir. Tapi kayaknya kalau yang senjatanya ini guys, mana ya, yang senjatanya ini kayaknya belum ada setahun, masa udah Windbloom Festival lagi. Yang ini kan kayaknya Windbloom tahun kemarin, kayaknya yang ini kan, mana senjatanya, mana anjir, gua lupa coba. Nah ini kan, ini kan dari festival Mondstadt juga guys, juga nggak tahu sih, kayaknya belum ada setahun tapi udah muncul lagi aja. Cuman ya sudah, Hoyoverse menjadwalkan itu, ya udah. Jadi hari ini kita akan memainkan eventnya dulu atau festivalnya dulu, karena ini yang ada waktunya. Seperti biasa kita akan memprioritaskan yang ada waktunya dulu guys, 15 hari. Ini kan tidak ada waktunya, jadi ini bisa kita selesaikan nanti aja. Jadi hari ini kita bakal ngejalanin story quest yang ini dulu, baru kalau sudah tidak ada kalau ini udah beres, baru ntar kalau belum ada event atau update baru atau story quest baru yang lain, baru kita akan mainkan Archon questnya. Oke, jadi hari ini kita ini dulu aja, karena ini yang ada waktunya, daripada ya pasti kekejar sih, tapi gue sukanya emang yang mending yang dikejar sama waktu dulu aja. Kalau ini kan nggak dikejar waktu gitu loh. Jadi yuk langsung aja kita mulai story quest terbaru. Jadi kita akan start ketemu sama Catherine. Let's go. Ketemu Catherine apa cuma muter-muter ya? Kayaknya ketemu Catherine. Jadi Windbloom Festival lagi, kalau nggak salah. Iya, makanya itu, kalau nggak salah belum lama kok Windbloom Festival lagi gitu loh. Apa festivalnya beda yang dapat dapat tombaknya itu, gue lupa. Itu festival apa, yang jelas itu festival di Mondstadt. Kelihatan dari senjatanya sih, kan coraknya Mondstadt banget. Tapi Claymore Elemental Mastery cocok buat siapa ya? Kayak buat cafe itu ya. Oke, langsung aja ketemu sama udah di dekor anjir. Oke, dengan Catherine.
Catherine?
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any jobs for us?
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the Windbloom Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones. But it's customary to do this oneself without assistance. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild.
Jadi
Spring
masih
is
pada
here,
libur ya.
love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Ew, gross. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler, Paimon.
Oke, ketemu Syukur.
Thank goodness I found you.
Ada gambarnya ini juga ya tadi, Collie ya.
There's something I need your help with.
Jadi kemungkinan ini ada Collie juga nanti.
What is wrong with you? That's no way to greet a friend we haven't seen in so long. No, not help like in the Windbloom sense. It's just... How do I explain? Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. Phew. Okay, here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windbloom Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year.
Okay.
My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love. Nice one! So how did they decide who to appoint anyway? They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen. I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
Okay, apa ini?
Is that a test tube?
Yeah,
yep. Every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths of joy. Sounds fascinating. Are you gonna use them in your research? Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Dimintain apanya sih? Nafasnya, what the hell?
Hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Oh,
Tinggal
is that all
satu.
you need help with? That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy. Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay? So, does it need to be more like official or ceremonious or something?
No,
Mencari breath
joy
of
isn't
joy.
measured in those terms at all. Let me put
Apa
it
itu?
this way.
Sucrose aneh-aneh juga nih.
Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows? In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Long story short, you want us to help you find people for you to help. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windbloom Festival and all.
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. But if even you don't know how to approach this... Really? You have a plan?
Experience is on
if
my
she's
side.
in, then Paimon will help too. With the talking anyway. But, if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that sweet madame? Oh, come
Tetep
on,
pengen
Traveler.
makan
This is
aja.
a festival of gratitude and love after all. How could you refuse?
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure.
Kayak ada paket buat Sucrose.
Be right back.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Tidak ada
That's
calling.
Kale, right? When did she arrive at Mondstadt? Let's go say hi.
Waduh, Sucrose mau be right back malah tinggal sama Paimon. Emang kampret juga Paimon. Oke, kita ketemu Polly dulu.
Kale, hey!
Oh, hey you guys. What are the chances?
You were staring into space just now. Something the matter?
No, don't worry. I'm fine. I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy. If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
And what does these things refer to?
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never
Apalagi
lie.
ini. Pas apa
Find
lagi
a
nih?
legend that never ends.
Teka-teki,
So, 4 things in
teka-teki.
total. Here, have a look.
Ada 4 kriteria ya tadi. Cari
I asked
bunga
the
yang
lady
tidak
who
bisa
owns the
ditemukan
store
di
about it,
dunia ini.
but she said that
Cari
she didn't know
petunjuk
anything
yang
about any
tidak akan
paper
pernah tersesat.
slips.
Cari apa tadi? Cari yang tidak pernah berbohong sama lupa ada 4 poin guys. Ini ada petunjuk cenah. Kayak Sucrose datang
Hi
juga.
there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned? Oh, it was called
The Boar Princess. Putri babi hutan anjir.
That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all.
Tidak ada hubungannya dengan ini ceritanya katanya.
Do you know her?
Let Paimon do the honors. Kale,
Kenalin
this is
dulu.
Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest.
Hello. Hi.
Sama-sama introvert anjir. Gak bisa ngobrol anjir. Diam doang.
This is getting awkward fast. You're both so shy.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real? Without having done any research,
Kita mengenalkan
couldn't
dua orang
comment
yang
definitively.
sama-sama nggak bisa ngobrol, guys.
But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything.
Why not?
The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
That's a great take. I love it. Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings? Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
Wow. Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more. But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions? We've only just met after all. That's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time.
Would you like to get the Lantern of Almost Joy?
Yes. I mean, if possible.
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
I'd wish for
Better personality.
a better personality.
Uh-huh.
Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already. That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do... Kale!
Ada Ember.
I know that voice. It's...
Temu teman lamanya.
Kale! Whew. You made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before?
Kan pernah. Duluan pernah cerita, pernah
A long
dari
time ago?
Mondstadt.
I
Yeah,
had a
pernah
lot of
cerita
help from a
kalau
lot of people here in Mondstadt.
Iya.
So ever since my Elazar got better, I've been
Tapi
looking
kalau
out for an
ceritanya, kalau
opportunity
nggak
to
salah
come back to
diceritain di
Mondstadt and
komiknya,
tell them
guys.
all the news that I've been cured.
Jadi apa namanya, ada komik Genshin kalau nggak salah yang ceritain Koli pas di Mondstadt kalau nggak salah ya. Kalau nggak salah, gua lupa aja.
If it's
Aduh,
okay with
lihat
everyone,
tulis.
why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Of course. Fine by me.
Oke, Koli sama Ember
Sure,
mau
go right
jalan-jalan.
ahead. Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh, that's all right. In that case,
ketemu
you
siapa,
guys go
Anjir?
rest up,
Kole?
and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Kale for now? I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure. No problem.
Tapi Sucrose belum kenal ya. Kalau Jian
Awesome.
udah
See you
tahu
later
juga.
then.
Jian, Lisa udah tahu. Kalau Sucrose belum tahu. Ini baru pertama kali ketemu.
You all right there, Kale? You look kinda disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me. Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. Am I gonna be able to cope? I've only met Sucrose so far, and I'm already struggling to make conversation. I
Bisa
wish I had
ngobrol
a
cuma
little more
ketemu Sucrose.
self-confidence.
Sama-sama
But I
bisa
find
ngobrol
it
sih,
much
tapi
easier
Sucrose
to make
juga
friends with people.
bingung juga mau
It's
ngobrolin
nearly
apa.
time! Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
Siapa yang datang? Ya, parasur ntar. Siapa ya? Oh, Tinari sama Cino. Anjir.
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable.
Lihat
It must have been a long
lihat
time since you last came to
rumput-rumput.
Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra.
Tapi
No?
BTW suaranya Tinery kayaknya masih sama ya, masih
Tinery,
pakai
Sino,
VA yang
over
lama
here.
ya. Kayaknya
Whew,
ya.
am I glad to see you.
Berarti emang udah disiapin lama rilis sekarang sebelum kasus kayaknya guys.
And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir. Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru
General
Academia. He's
jalan-jalan
really
aja.
famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Seru
Indeed.
Sino.
We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you
Oh, yeah,
having a
Albudia.
teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose.
Langsung
Genius
datang.
is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Mr. Albedo. But it is an objective truth.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now?
Ngomongin
I want
science
to be
ini.
left out!
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I
Mr.
can go get it
Tinery,
for
sir.
you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your
liburan,
herbal
tapi
medicines?
malah kerja
Also,
lagi.
I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino,
Adventurer
skilled
Sino.
desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. And Kale's was
Traveling
traveling
musician.
musician. Very much so.
I
Dan
do
kamu
wish some of
suka?
the less cautious adventurers in the
saja.
Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Gambar.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo,
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Apa ini? One of Mr. God's other properties. Blah blah. Food group meals on the first day following solving. Other considering organization there's sucrose the most matter and some. Then One come blah 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 blah. Gak tahu guys apa ini.
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice!
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look. And should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board. That's why it's called tagging along!
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician will approve. Thank you.
Just one thing.
Malah role playing.
We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents!
I can help too.
And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Oke, jadi
Great,
kita mau
then
berkemah
it's
ya.
decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Oke, jadi kita mau ini guys, mau berkemah, mau camping.
Next on
Kita
the
ke Good
agenda.
Hunter dulu untuk
We're way
nyiapin
behind schedule.
makanan ya. Pesen beberapa makanan. Aduh, salah.
Hey, Sarah! Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else? Okay,
Ya,
yeah,
dah
that'll
dibilang.
be all. Yay! You're the best person in the whole wide world! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a wind bloom. No need to worry about that! Paimon can make room for good food.
All right, just a moment.
Kita beliin set madam juga buat Paimon.
Oh, that was great. If that was a wind bloom treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the wind bloom festival every day.
Kita punya duit ternyata guys. Tidak miskin juga nih. Oke, kita ke camping site. Gimana ini? Oh, di situ. Oke.
Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda.
Wah, ini kayaknya kita bakal jualan lagi guys sama kayak tahun lalu ya. Tapi gue yakin kemarin tuh belum sampai setahun kok udah ini ya. Kok udah ini lagi festival lagi.
All right,
dimajuin tanggalnya.
looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots.
Iya,
You can
model
really tell that
Sumeru
she's a
ya,
professional.
tendanya.
I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer,
Adventurer.
this is just another day on the job.
Jadi mereka
Are you
sebenarnya
quite
kesini mau
finished?
ini guys, mau
Or were you going to
pura-pura
sing each other's praises till the moon
apa
rises?
namanya?
Come on, let's all sit down.
Mau pura-pura apa namanya? Mau pura-pura ganti identitas mereka. Jadi si Sino ngaku jadi adventurer, si Tannery jadi apa tadi? Konsultan apa, terus si Cole jadi musician tapi jadi gagal roleplaynya. Oke, kita mulai makan. Dan Saino
That
ternyata
sunshine
orangnya
sprat
lucu
was
anjir.
really very good.
Suka anjir
I didn't watch you
mainan
cook
kayak
it,
gitu.
but
Main
I
roleplay
believe that the
suka.
prominent umami flavor of the
Main
dish
kartu
owes
juga
itself
suka.
to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right?
Dia ngeliat sesuatu
I
yang
thought
putih
that you'd
dan
made
jalan,
me
guys.
snacked
Apa
on
ya?
too many local ground nuts. No?
Not
Not
funny.
funny.
Mau
Ground,
ngelawak
you know.
anjir.
As in ground up, but also the ground? Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Apa sih?
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know
Apa sih?
Sino.
Mau
On
menuju
the
apa
bright
anjir?
side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis
What hypothesis?
that plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying life forms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you too! I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than
Dan
Sino's
Sinos
jokes.
jokes.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here at Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
That's not funny.
It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does.
Sino
He'll
the
keep
Adventurer.
repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom, as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
Kole Lily.
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds
very
very
Mondstadt.
Mondstadt. There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
No. Sudah cukup. Tidak perlu bikin jokes lagi. Tidak lucu.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Just sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. 2 birds with 1 stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Kaltz for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Kaltz was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
House?
Oh,
Isn't
kapan?
that...
You mean
Budi.
he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of
Nggak ada yang tahu ya?
Kaltz.
Yang tahu
No,
cuma kita ya?
that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here he comes.
Wait, you mean you're
You're
Mr.
Mr.
Kaltz?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions,
Jadi minta
but
si Albedo buat
I
ini
believe
guys,
that
desain
we are friends now,
belakang
all of
kartunya
us.
itu. Apa,
Our
background
conversations
kartunya
have been
kan
deep
baliknya kan ada
and interesting,
disuruh
and
minta
Sino?
ini,
your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind.
minta suruh yang
I can
gambarin
see it in your
Mr.
eyes.
Hulk atau Albudi ini.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Dan diterima sama
Wow,
Albudi.
your teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours. Well, they
Itu
definitely
tujuan
have
utamanya si
different
Jack
personalities,
Sino.
but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
Oke, ada bau yang aneh.
My nutritional meal!
Gosong ya?
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Apa nih? Ledak. Gosong.
Healthy. Only the base is burned.
Kok gosong anjir.
We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kale seems a little depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kale the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my
Jadi
test
si
tube.
Sukrus ngerasa ya
But
kalau
anyway,
itu
that can wait. As
apa
much
namanya,
as I'd like to make
ngerasa
progress in
kurang
my
nyaman
research,
gitu.
I'd prefer to see her smile.
Alright, we'll help out too.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
Uh-huh. Right!
Alright, let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime.
Oke, kita ke
We're back.
nggak jadi gimana nih? Nanti
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you!
Oke, ada Ember Yula.
I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Rame banget ini, guys.
Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend.
Oh, pernah ketemu
And for
Ember,
that,
sayang.
we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right, I'll start packing up.
Kayaknya udah beres, jadi kita nggak jadi menginap di
You're gonna
maksudnya.
get the tone deaf bar to check out
bercamping
that
gitu.
note, aren't you? Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh?
Jadi kita bakal
Knowing
tanya ke
him,
Fendi ya
he should be
soal
hitting the
catatan yang
taverns around this time.
tadi dibaca sama
We can go corner
Holly.
him and make him answer our questions. Let's move.
Kita sekarang cari si Fendi. Oh, ke Angelus Share. Ini pasti eventnya di sini nanti.
We're way behind schedule.
Jualan lagi kah, guys?
Next on the agenda.
Di atas ya. Gak suruh masuk soalnya. Dia kan di luar kan. Lewat sini bisa, guys. Duh, mana anjir? Walah, kirain di atas. Walah, di belakang sini. Pemabuk.
Oh, it's been a while. Paimon called it. Tone-deaf bard, drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister. Okay.
Oke, kita tanya soal prophecy yang dibaca si
So,
Polly tadi.
what do you make of it?
Any talk?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windbloom Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen.
Kalau kita bisa mecahin teka-tekinya,
I happen to know where
Bakal
this
dapet-
lantern is. Once you've
bakal
found the
dapet
four
blessing
things,
tonight,
I'll
guys.
even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor.
Oke, dikasih tunjuk nih kita. Oke, sekarang tinggal ngobrol sama Sukos. Temuan di ini ya,
We're way behind schedule.
di tempat alkemis. Minggir kau anjing.
A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Bunga yang tidak ada di dunia ini.
We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first? Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your
Okay,
idea is a
prophecy
really
real.
good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news.
Apa sih? Tidak lucu.
Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
Whoa, slow down. Paimon's head is already starting to spin.
Jadi for
Okay,
sama for apa? Off sama
I did
from
have
beda.
one
Iya
other
sih,
line of
from
thought as well.
Dari off apa ya? Off
What
juga
about a
dari
flower
deh.
created
Apa sih?
using alchemy? Would that be not of this world? Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless.
Not of this
I'd rather
world.
try and figure this out for
Not
myself.
from this world.
Could it be the Windbloom?
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The Windbloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the Windbloom doesn't exist in reality.
Jadi mungkin maksudnya
This
Windbloom,
does
guys.
seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time. Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Anjir 2 hari
Sure
lagi.
thing. In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her. And I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. but I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her.
Understood.
Alright, thanks so much.
Oke, apakah ini akan mengakhiri X1? Oh iya, dan quest untuk X1 sudah beres ya. Dan sudah kebuka untuk event-eventnya. Jadi kita lihat dulu guys apa aja. Oke, ini soal sucrose. Apa ini? Kita lihat apa eventnya, mini gamesnya ya. Oke, oh quest dulu guys. Oke. Besok terus Birds of Breeze. Oh ini juga semuanya quest ya, quest kecil-kecil ya. Oke. Sama foto-foto, jadi foto, musik mungkin kayak ini, kayak yang dulu pernah kita lakuin apa, kayak gitar hero gitu paling. Terus mau foto sama ini floral pursuit ini kayaknya time trial, jadi tidak ada yang jual-jualan gitu ya. Oke, terus Windbloom Encounters. Oh ini ada Act 2, Act 3. Oke, jadi ada Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 guys, dan Act 2 kebukanya 3 jam lagi. Jadi kemungkinan besok gua bakal nge-record story-nya dulu ya, baru habis itu ini kan sekitar 2 harian. Jadi setelah ini gua record, mungkin besok kita akan nge-record ininya dulu, mini gamesnya dulu. Oke, jadi kita lihat aja besok kemungkinan besar kan udah kebuka nih apa namanya story-nya. Jadi besok kita act 2 dulu, baru habis itu mungkin ininya dulu. Tapi kalau apa namanya, kalau ternyata pas gua nge-record tempet-tempet sama ini, mungkin ini guys, mungkin kita nyelesain ceritanya dulu, baru terus kita coba apa namanya, baru habis itu kita nyobain mini gamesnya ya. Pokoknya kita lihat besok aja lah ya. Oke, so hari ini sampai di sini dulu aja guys. Jadi ini ceritanya yang tadi gua tangkep ya. Jadi si Coli nemuin prophecy. Pertama Sucrose minta tolong, jadi dia mau jadi ambasador atau apa, dia dituju jadi ambasador atau apa, terus mencari joy of bread of joy atau apalah. Nah tapi itu mintanya nggak sembarang orang, mintanya ke orang-orang yang butuh bantuan dia. Nah terus kita ketemu si Coli, dan Coli itu dapat prophecy yang isinya 4 hal tadi. Bunga, gue lupa apa aja, bunga sama tiga hal tadi. Nah kita tanya sama si Venti, ternyata mungkin itu bisa jadi benar gitu lah. Jadi silahkan cari sendiri, intinya kayak gitu. Di sini kita mau mecahin 4 petunjuk tadi, terus mau bantu si Coli. Jadi yang butuh bantuan itu si Coli, kan kita butuh joy of bread-nya dari orang yang butuh bantuan kita. Nah yang butuh bantuan kita Coli, meskipun dia nggak ngomong, tapi si Sucrose melihat kalau Coli itu orangnya kok sama orang baru pendiam ya kan. Dia juga bilang kan tadi sebelumnya soal apa, mau jadi personality yang lebih baik gitu loh ya. Sebenarnya cuma intinya dia masih jadi orang yang pemalu aja, dia pengen apa namanya, pengen berubah biar jadi nggak pemalu gitu aja sih. Jadi kita coba mecahin itu buat bikin Coli seneng, terus ntar bisa dapetin joy of bread-nya buat kepentingannya si Sucrose. Jadi ininya cuma gitu sih. So kita udah nemu 1 petunjuk, dan 1 petunjuk flowernya itu yang dimaksud mungkin Windbloom atau apa namanya festivalnya ini ya. Terus sisanya nanti akan kita pecahin besok. Jadi besok kita lihat aja gimana ceritanya. So hari ini sampai situ dulu aja guys. Thank you buat yang udah nonton dan subscribe, yang udah share dan komen juga. Besok akan lanjutkan lagi. Ini buat mini gamesnya ya, besok lah. Oke, besok akan lanjutkan lagi. So hari ini sampai sini aja. Thank you sekali lagi and have a good day. Bye bye.